It's like that church face, or it's like, oh, wow. Fair enough. Make me look like a doucher, too. I'm all right. It's a really bad answer, and I feel like that should be stricken from the record, because I'm not even entertained by what I just said. It's all true. Do I need to look here or here? I just have a problem about being honest. No, just do this. Yeah. Is this on?
That's actually a great idea.
Is this on?
Have you on? That's a good idea.
My name is Sam Norton. I've been doing comedy for 10 years and 1 month. I started here at the Wichita Loony Bin when I was 21. I was not 21. And my friend said that they had an open mic here, and I never knew about comedy other than like Comedy Central and stuff, so I didn't know you could just do it. And I was like, oh. So we came to go just watch the open mic, and Biggs, the manager, Ron, when we walked in, since we were young, we were like, oh, you guys here for the open mic? And we just kind of both looked at each other and said, yeah. And my friend went on and crushed. Like, he did amazing. And I went on and ate a big, fat dick. And for some reason, he kept going with life, and I just kept going with this. So. No, it was like, it's what I imagine people do heroin. It's either it gets you right away or it doesn't, and it just got me. Like, I think I maybe got one laugh, but that one laugh I was like, oh, attention, okay. So I just kept doing it. The plan was to go to school for like fine arts, graphic design, animation type thing. I was kind of tooling around with that. So I was in art school. It's not like I was going to have a lucrative career anyways. So I'm an art school dropout turned stand-up comedian. So I went from doing drawing art to dick joke art. So that's all that happened. It's constantly changing and evolving. I think that's with everybody. So right now, I sit down to write. But I also go up with half-cocked ideas, so it's a little half and half. I used to always just write, but the more personal I'm trying to get on stage, the more I try to go up on stage with just an idea, talk it out, and then once I kind of get the idea of what I want to talk about, then I go and write on it and make it better. So 9 times out of 10, my new jokes are the worst thing an audience has ever heard. They're like, this is not a joke, you're just rambling, what the hell are you talking about? But that's, I don't know, how my brain thinks. Is like, I got to figure out how I would tell it at a party to figure out how to make it funny. It's real inside baseball, but that's how it is. Yeah, after Rick's, I had to one up. Rick and I have a very older brother, younger brother relationship, so I got to try to one up him. So this was in a place called Mexico, Missouri. This was the worst show / best show I've ever done. And I also needed a computer because I would just pour white trash forever. I didn't have a computer, and I didn't have anything. Well, one of my friends, his name's Dustin Kaufman. He's a very funny comedian. Bit of a sleazeball, though, because we're all sleazeballs in our way. He knew I needed some help, and he was like, hey, I actually have a computer you can have if you just drive me to this gig, because I was like the one comedian who had a car. So we go to this roadhouse in Mexico, like outside of Mexico, Missouri, so it's not even in the city. It's a real crap gig. It's at a bar / like Blues Brothers. They got like a fence in front of the way type thing. It was a nightmare gig. But there's about 25 people there, which was way more than I thought. I was supposed to do 30 minutes. He was supposed to do an hour. I go up on stage. I get about 10 minutes into my set, and then a horse with a man riding it walks into the bar, like parades around the tables, like doing this thing, the horsey up things, goes around the bar in front of me on stage, then goes outside the bar. So just kind of prances, does that. In unison, all but 2 people, including the bartender and the wait staff, get up and follow the horse outside, right? So I just kept doing my set. What happened was the guy rode his horse from wherever he was to this roadhouse and started talking with the waitress, who said that she loves horses. Like, she was showing him horse tattoos, and he was like, well, this is my chance to sleep with her. So he came in and did this crap, and apparently everybody at the bar was part of some like horse community or something like that. So they all went out and were doing like, oh, that's a hell of a stallion. Look at those testicles. Like, they were all like outside just looking at the horse, and came back in. They were so elated that they saw this prize-winning horse that they were like, this is the greatest show ever. Meanwhile, I'm doing it to two drunkards who couldn't, the only reason they didn't get up was because they were been there since like noon. And here's the thing. Every time I tell this story, people think I'm full of crap. So I pulled up from Facebook the picture that my friend Dustin, I'm going to see, is that on there? That's the horse in the bar, right? And I was like right back over here, and that waitress, that's the waitress right here, and that's the dude as he's going out. So they made sure to take a picture of that. So I did get the computer. It was the first computer I ever owned. And it didn't work because he didn't tell me that I had to replace the RAM and the hard drive because he crashed it with porn. So I just got this shell of a computer for doing 20 minutes in front of two drunk people and a horse. So like, yep, that guy was a tool.
Yep, that's
there you
the
go.
one.
All right, well, you heard it here first, guys. Whoever that was a real dick bag. Oh, the short interview.
Yes, sorry.
I was like, we're right here.
No, I thought
We're actually standing up right now.
I-
Thank you.